Hey guys. Alright, so I don't have my books out here. I don't really have much out here at all, except for my crocheting, which is fine. I was going to actually fix a couple pair of my underwear that have holes in them, but my sewing stuff is up at the house because Mr. Scott didn't bring my stuff out here like I thought he was going to. So, just kind of another little nighttime chat video, just because. Told you I was going to bombard with videos. I mean, I haven't really done as many as I wanted to. I wanted to get more books in. My bag is buried out here that's got the books in it, though, so. Anyway, so I'll just talk to you guys for a bit while I'm crocheting on Chloe's blanket. I didn't even put the farm stand stuff up today because I thought it was going to rain, but then it didn't, so. Anyway. I go back to work tomorrow. I go to work 2:30 to 10:30, and I'm closing by myself, which is fine. Because the closing procedure is just, I forgot to change that. Yeah, the closing procedure is just basically cleaning the trays and that kind of thing. Well, cleaning the trays, and obviously there's the drawer. I should only have to do something with the drawer that I'm on. I don't think I'll have to take both of them down. And all I gotta do is count it and just do a drop with it. I don't have to do anything special with it. Just gotta make sure I've got my 90 in my drawer for the next shift. That's just basically, just gotta make sure the trays are done and do the coffee pots around like 20 to 10. Well, no, by 9:30. I think it's by 9:30. Between 9:30 and 22. And then sweep and mop. That's it. Well, make sure the coolers are filled, obviously. So, it's not real hard. And I have the store key, so. Oh, and then setting the alarm. And I remember how to do that, so. It's not difficult. Woo! Not worried about it. I will be by myself for a little while. Basically, also I have to make sure the counters are wiped down too. So it's not a huge thing. So yeah, I'm closing by myself tomorrow. So I'm going to be closing 3 nights in a row, and then Wednesday night I am working truck. Hang on, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm having issues with my sinuses tonight. Literally felt like there was something stuck in the back of my throat. Anyway, so that's my work agenda. Homestead. Aaron is gonna wait until Monday when he has his 2 days off. But I'm gonna he's got to finish this coop. And I mean, he has to. No ifs, ands, buts about it. This should have been done a month ago. I feel like there's something caught at the back of my throat, and it's just my sinuses, and I know that's what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna have to do an apple cider vinegar drink in the morning. Forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, so the coop has got to get done, and I'm just gonna tell him, look, these 2 days, it's got to get done. Period. Monday morning, I'm gonna take the car. I might just go to Mason. It's a family farm. Get some bedding. And I might get some more chicks. Aaron's gonna yell at me, but I have a tote. I can get a small thing of chicken wire if I need to. And then all I would need is another waterer because I have a feeder. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get turkeys and ducks if they have them, because I don't know about the feed. I mean, that would be... They're half off right now, so... That means the turkeys would be $6. And the ducks would be $8.50. So like $4.25. So it would only cost me $12 for 2 turkeys and $8.50 for 2 ducks. So that would be $20.50. That would give me the turkeys and the ducks if they have any. If they have any guineas, I think those were $7.50. So that would be $3.75. So $7.50 for 2 guineas. They say $20.50. I kind of want 4 guineas, but 2, 4. I could start out with just 2. That'd be $7.50. So $28. And then maybe like 4 more random little chicks, which would cost me probably, even if I got the ones that are like $6.50 a piece, that means well, normally $6.50 a piece. That means they would only be $6.50, $6.49, or are they $6.99? I think they're $6.99, so $7, so $3.50 a piece. So if I got 4 out of that group, well, whatever they have, I guess, just say they're $7 a piece, that'd only be $14 more. So 28 and 14, that's 42. Plus the feed and another small waterer. I don't know how much I spent for that one on Amazon. That was a kit, though. Please don't drag the mattress down.
I will try not to.
Just don't. Because my back is killing me. And I literally picked it up like not even 10 minutes ago. Anyway. So that would give me 2 turkeys, the 2 ducks, the two guineas, and 4 more chicks. I don't know, we'll see. We'll just see what they have. I might just do the 2 ducks. If they have any ducks. I don't see them having any ducks. I'd be lucky to find guineas, to be honest. If they only have chicks, I might just come away with 4 more little chicks, which would only cost me like $14. So, and I would only need the chick feed. Please stop. Quit! Sorry, guys. Yep, I'm gonna have to pick it back up. I just watched it slide a little bit, Scott. Sorry, guys. It's been like this most of the day. Anyway. So, I don't know. We'll see. I might call them and ask them what they have. If they have any left, I don't know. I don't know. Just a thought. Should probably just save the money that I got, to be honest. I can always send Aaron down to go get the bedding. Anyway. The Amish built cabin. We're gonna have to get somebody with a brush hog out behind the barn and out there. We're gonna have to cut a pathway from the gardens out here, literally all the way out there. Because it's a mess. And I'm not walking through that to get out there. So we'll have to get quite a large pathway cut out there. And then the whole area around where the tires and the stakes are at is going to have to be cut, trimmed down, so I can get all that stuff and get it out of there when I know that we're going to have somebody come out with a brush hog. I might actually see what someone would charge to do that. Because I really don't think we're going to find anybody at the church. I don't think anyone has one. And I don't know how to run one, so I would rather pay someone to do that. But once we get that down, once I know that we're going to get the cabin, then I can start getting the site ready for that. Because that's literally going to be 12 foot by 32 foot. I might actually see if I can go the next size up in length. I was thinking about the 14, but that would make it to where it was really expensive. I mean, you could go like, I think it goes up to 14 by 46, but that's very costly. So, I don't know. I guess it just, I don't know. It would give us more space. Because 32 foot is basically a camper trailer. I mean, 46 foot is basically a larger camper trailer in length. 14 by 46 is basically a large camper trailer, which would be fine. I mean, it would just be a bigger pad that I would have to have put out there. Got to try to find the least expensive way to do that. Even if it's, probably buying all that cement would cost way more than paying somebody to do it. And it would take longer. But me and Aaron have to get the property jazz taken care of before we can do that anyway. Starting to have some issues with my sinuses, so. We get that out there. I still want to put the greenhouse out there. I don't know if we're going to be able to even manage it before winter. Like, everything is kind of, we've got things we've got to, like the van, it's going into September. So, like, I don't know. We don't have a big amount of time. And I will definitely want a wood cook stove inside the Amish cabin. Which, I mean, I might opt to just buy one from Family Farm. Because on Facebook Marketplace, I would have to go pick it up myself. Family Farm, they would deliver it and install it and everything themselves. So, now as far as the outdoor kitchen goes, now that I have a van, have a vehicle, I will start collecting up pallets. I will build that outdoor kitchen myself. Probably get Aaron's help. Because he's helped a lot with the chicken coop. The outdoor kitchen, it's just gonna be rectangle with the pallets, probably 4 on each end, 2 stacked together on top of each other, and then, side to side. And I might go, so that's 8 pallets. Another 4. So there's 8. 8, 4 on each side, on each end. And then 4 on each side of the door. I have to cut the door. See, I'll have to have Aaron help finagle that. And then probably 10 on the back side. So 4, 8. Another 8, that's 16. So at least 26 pallets for the structure itself. Now with a roof, I'll probably do the whole slant thing like this. You know? Probably slant it back like this. So it runs off. I don't know, something like that. I'm just thinking. So. And then, of course, there's the gardens that I want to do out there, which that's going to take longer. Maybe not. Because I want to start buying actual garden beds over the winter. For now, it's going to be us staying between the house and the trailer. We're going to have to get some work done on credit. And I mean, Chloe did say that she would co-sign for me on the Amish cabin. So. Then I will get a carport for out there. We'll have to do our driveway. Then there's the woodshed workshop. And like I said, all the gardens. And then there's the duck house, which I'm probably going to go ducks and geese for that. And then the goats are going to be in the old chicken coop. Chickens are going to be in the new chicken coop. So once we're staying out there, they're going to be a ways away, but what can I say? Not building another one. Shouldn't have to. Might add on to it so I can get more chickens, but yeah. See the duck house and then the pond out there. We'll have work to do on the goat, making the old chicken coop into a goat barn. I'm going to have to make sure I have a milking stand. I have to look up things for that. Might actually have some stuff in one of my books on that, though. So. My back hurts. Anyway, so I'm just like thinking ahead here and trying to. Now, the Amish cabin, it will have the 2 6-foot lofts, one on each end, which is going to be 2 big bedrooms. One is going to be ours. The other one might end up being Toby's. I have no idea. It just depends. I do have to get to work on this trailer. I'm like all over the place tonight. I think another feature I'm going to try to make sure that the Amish cabin has, that they put into it, is the 2-foot side lofts. Because I guess they're like 24 inches. They're 2 feet. And they come out from the 6-foot lofts a ways on both sides. That would just be extra storage space, which is a great idea, you know. We'll have to buy our. Oh, I might just cheat and go through Facebook Marketplace and get our kitchen counters and our sink. And then all I need to do is get the PVC pipe. I'll have to get the rainwater catchment tanks. Have to do that. I'll have to buy the filters, all that kind of stuff. So there's going to be a lot going into this house, of course. Yeah. What? Yeah. I am gonna have them add the electrical package with a 200 amp box. So once we do get set up for solar, we'll already have everything there. The outdoor kitchen is not going to have solar. It's going to be strictly the rainwater catchment and obviously all the filtration, and then the wood cook stove. There is going to be an outdoor off-grid cooking area out there. I'm going to have at least 3 of them, because I'm going to get the cinder blocks to put out there to do another one. I've got the one here, and then there's going to be one out there on the new homestead plot. So it's going to be at least 3. I gotta talk to Andrew. I've got to try to get him to get his butt up here. I don't know what is taking him so long. He's thinking he's got to have all kinds of money to get up here, and he doesn't. But as far as the trailer goes, I'm gonna have to start putting some work into this. Probably once we get the chicken coop done, I'm gonna have to start focusing on this. Getting the back bedroom dealt with. I'll have to get those metal roofing panels. We'll have to get the roof fixed. I'm going to have to get the bedroom area dried out. And then fix the floor and all that good crap. Now that I have a vehicle, I'll be able to go pick up wood scraps and that kind of thing. Pieces of wood to be able to use to fix things like the floor in here. Yeah. So. I apologize for the video being rather lengthy. Just kind of chatting about the homestead and trying to figure things out. You know, letting you guys know what I've been talking about. And the greenhouse will go next to the house, just like I talked about. And the outdoor kitchen. Medicinal garden will be next to the outdoor kitchen. Again, the goats are going to be going into the old chicken coop area. That's going to be turned into a goat barn. We're going to reinforce that with cattle panel. The rabbits and quail are still going to go probably in the garage. I would say the barn, but eventually we're going to have the barn torn down, so yeah. And we are still going to do the rabbits and the quail. The quail are good meat birds. The rabbits are going to be a good business for the homestead, so one thing at a time right now. Gotta get our chicken coop done. But I think I'm going to get off from here because it's going on midnight. This is already 32 minutes in, and we've just been chatting, so. Couldn't really do a book video because I didn't really want to dig up my other books, and the other ones are up front, so. I'm just really tired. Just kind of hoping to get this row done. So you guys can see it. This is what the blanket looks like so far. It's Chloe and Zach's. And for Aaron and Christian, I'm going to do one of the colors of faith, which is black. The colors of faith are black for our sin, red for the blood of Christ, white for being cleansed, for after we're cleansed with the blood of Christ, and after we accept Jesus Christ into our heart. And then that gives us faith, because we're saved by faith, and that's blue. And that gives us a passion for Christ, which is purple. And from that, you grow in Christ, which is green. And all of that together is what gives you your eternal life, which is yellow or gold. So, black, red, white, blue, purple, green, and yellow. I'm going to do a blanket each for Aaron and Christian of those colors. And then I'm going to do one for me and Scott of the same colors. So, to start, when I do those, I'm going to have to buy 3 things of black yarn. I'll have to buy 3 of each one. So, I'll have to buy 21 skeins of yarn. I'm not going to do that all at once. Because I'll have to buy 7 to start it. To start just one. The black, red, white, blue, purple, green, and yellow. Now, I might actually make one of those for the farm stand. I am going to start doing some little things with the colors of faith for the farm stand. Why? Makes sense. Faith first, farm and homestead. Colors of faith makes sense. So, kind of been thinking about that one. I'm also going to keep checking Goodwill for more scrap yarn. Because I'm probably going to do like scrap blankets, that kind of thing. You want to be able to do a blanket. Crochet a blanket that we can put on the farm stand. I know an easy way for you to do it. You know, you make the coasters, right? Just the squares. A patchwork crochet but with different like scraps of yarn from Goodwill and just making them into the coaster sizes. And when we have a certain number of them, we'll choose a color that goes with all of the colors. And I will show you how to literally crochet them together. That blanket would cost a lot. Because that's going to be a lot of those little, basically crocheted quilt blocks is what it is. You're quilting with crochet. Which is actually a really cool idea. So, it's not a bad idea. I haven't had a chance. I haven't really worked on the quilt blocks. I've been working on this partly because I want to see how many stripes I can get out of each color, out of the one color set, because that's going to tell me how many I'll need to buy to make a blanket like this for the farm stand. And then I can figure out roughly how much it's going to cost me to make that blanket. Yarn-wise, not time-wise. Well, I mean, I'll know how long it's going to take me. Approximately, because, I mean, I'm working around a work schedule and getting the homestead built up and things taken care of. Cleaning, all that kind of thing, because we still have a lot of cleaning to do in the house, which we didn't get a lot done in the last couple days. Which, yeah, not a good thing, really, but I'm going to be making out a list for things to get done. Tired. Just want to finish this row. Anything else? Another thing we can make for the farm stand once we actually have the structure are homemade pillows. Out of material. Yeah, you can make pillows out of a lot of different things. But anyway, I'm really tired, you guys, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get off from here. I will get this video uploaded probably tomorrow. I don't know, I might start it tonight. I don't know. But I will see you guys in the next video. I don't think I'm going to be doing any tomorrow, because we'll have church in the morning and I have to be to work at 2:30 and Aaron has to be at work at 2. So he'll have to drop me off and then go to work. So, but I should be able to work on my videos tomorrow. I'm so tired. Alright. I'm going to get off from here, you guys. Make sure you check your subscriptions. Like I said, YouTube is just after the homesteading channels. Yeah, just check those subscriptions. Keep an eye on them. Just make sure you're subscribed. Click that notification bell. Click on all to make sure you get all the notifications. And do your research, you guys, on whatever animals you're wanting for your homestead, type of gardens, things you want to put in your gardens, just anything. Do your research to make sure you know what you're doing. Don't go in on anything blind. Make sure you know what you're doing, because that knowledge is priceless. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.